Yay! Hi guys, how are you? I have not done one of these in so long, so I am so happy that I'm doing this because I have a lot to talk about, and I think it's just better for me to actually talk to you guys about it myself and not have to go through interviews and all that other stuff, although I do enjoy tweeting you guys and Facebooking. So maybe some of you know, but the name of my album that is coming out is called Stars Dance. The reason that I decided to name it that was I worked with a producing team called Rock Mafia that some of you may know, and they basically have grown up with me through all of the records and the music that I've made. They've watched me grow up and experience life, fall in love, and make new friends, and so they know me. The song specifically is for me, and I think it describes me pretty well. So I named the album that as well. The release date, and I can finally say it, is July 23rd, which is the day after my 21st birthday. And I'm very excited about that because if you're American, that's going to be amazing. But basically, this is going to be my time to just share with you guys what's going on with, everything. But wait, I have to start with this. I really do. I got an email this morning, and I was glowing and smiling and completely freaking out because Come and Get It went platinum. So I cannot thank you guys enough for that. That means you guys like the song so much that it went platinum, and that makes me so happy, and I'm so, so grateful. So thank you for that. Got lots of stuff, so I wrote things down if that's all right with you guys. My 21st birthday is going to be really fun just because it's going to be basically celebration of the time I'm in my life, and I'm very happy. I ate some awesome fajitas the other day, and my life's pretty amazing right now, and you guys make it even better. So my birthday party is going to be really fun. I think 21, and reflecting on how I took a year off of music, it was really interesting to just focus on film for a while because I got to learn so much about working with other artists, working with people who I admire and look up to. I did a movie called Spring Breakers, and Cliff Martinez and Skrillex actually did the soundtrack to Spring Breakers. And a little bit of that inspired me. I kind of went through a couple of things. I went to Ultra, which was like this really cool, fun, like techno fun festival in Miami, and that inspired me for the record because I'm super into dance, as you guys know. And I'm getting into more of my choreography, which has been fun because I don't really like working out, and I think dance is a good way to stay active, so I'm just gonna stick with that. And it's been fun to do that for the Come and Get It video, and for the next video that's coming out, we're doing more of that. So that'll be really fun, and I'm super excited. But what I'm even more excited about is that I can show you guys the cover of my album, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys think. We did a beautiful shoot for it. Like, I wanted it to be strong, I wanted it to be confident, I wanted it to be a new side of me. And I genuinely I had a great time. So here it is. You guys are about to see the cover of my album. Go. Yay, I hope you guys liked it. I want you guys to tweet me and let me know what you think of it. I thought it was fun. My stylist and my whole glam squad killed it. It was so cool and amazing. I'm going to take some questions now, if that's all right with you guys. So, @FullSelena says, if you could describe your album in one word, what would you use? I would probably say therapeutic or confidence. Those are two different meanings to me personally. And I gave you two and you asked for one, so I'm sorry. But I'm in a good place, and I think this album reflects that completely for me. Another question is, @DrewSymphony, what is your favorite love song on the new album and why? Well, there's a song on the album called Forget Forever. Maybe some of you have heard it, but it's a really beautiful song. It's you know, it has meaning behind it, and it was a really special time in the studio. I got to be with the writers and just enjoy being in that moment. That was a really fun, emotional song for me to sing, but then I just kind of wanted to dance after I released it because it felt like I got to release this feeling that I had, and it's a beautiful song. It's going to be one of my anthems that I can't wait to perform on tour, so that's going to be awesome. Now, at Bella Calitz, I don't know how to do these titles sometimes, I'm sorry. How different is this new album to the old ones? Well, I feel like the last couple of records I did were a little bit more processed, not in a negative way. I was doing my show Wizards. I was doing movies, and then I would go do state fairs and small shows in the weekends, so I never really had time to go in the studio and actually live with the music and live with the production and live with the lyrics and experience that. I would record about 11 tracks, and then that would be my album. And I loved all of the other records, but with this one, the show had ended, I took a year off, and then I got to take about 6 months to really call each of the producers myself, have like hour conversations with them about where I'm at, what I want to sing, even from production-wise, what I want my fans to feel, because overall, music is a feeling, and I physically want you guys to feel the song. You know, when I play my music for my friends or for my family, if they're not moving or if they're not kind of vibing it, I don't like that. So I immediately just, I don't want to respond to that. So it was really, I had more creative control over this record. I really did. It was fun for me to go in and spend hours and hours just working with people, trying different hooks and melodies and harmonies, and I learned a lot too, because, you know, it's not necessarily something that I'm too familiar with because I've been balancing both acting and singing for a while. So, but I mean, that was fun. So now I'm going to actually go through some of the songs on the album with you guys. The first song on my album is called Birthday. And this is actually one of the first songs that I recorded. And it kind of has like a Gwen Stefani, like a holler back girl kind of feel, but not really obviously Gwen Stefani's style. It's just got that funk to it. Very different. It is very different than any song that I've ever recorded. That's why it's the first one on the album, because I kind of want you to hear it and immediately just be like, okay, what was that? And maybe that's a good or bad thing, but I enjoy that song. The next one is Slow Down. And that was actually done with a producer called, well, the Cataracts. They did a lot of Dev stuff, and I'm a huge Dev fan, so I really wanted to work with them. It's a really fun song, and the beat kind of changes, and it's a little bit of a vibe, you know, in a way that you can, it speeds up, then it slows down, and then you're kind of in that moment. And the song reflects about just slowing that moment down. It was really fun for me to kind of experiment with that. The bridge was really fun, too. It's actually one of my favorite parts, but that's that. So the next one is Stars Dance, which I kind of already told you guys about. It's a very beautiful song, but it's actually kind of sensual in a way, but in a really beautiful way. It has like a very soft feel to it, but also still exuding the confidence. I will say this, maybe I'll get in trouble for it, but the actual lyric is, I can make the stars dance. And to me, that is a big statement, because it is talking about, again, the place that I'm in, wanting to be confident, wanting to exude that to you guys, and wanting you guys to have that. So that's Stars Dance, and the name of the album as well. So the next one is Like a Champion. So being able to travel is one of my favorite parts of my job, because I get to see beautiful places. Not necessarily as long, and I don't get to visit the places as long as I'd like to, but I get to hear new music and new sounds. And I toured South America, which was like incredible and beautiful, and I kind of got this islandy feel when I was there, and I loved that. And so I wanted to put that kind of vibe into this album, and I didn't know how to do it. And I heard this song called Like a Champion, and I went in with the producing team to talk about exactly what we wanted it to be and how I wanted to make sure that it kind of had a little bit, almost a Spanish vibe, but a little bit of a reggae style. So that one's really, really fun. And it's definitely going to make you feel like you want to go to Jamaica or, you know, South America. At least that's how I feel. But, I mean, I'm awkward. Come and Get It is the next one on the album, and that was the first single. I think it was a perfect introduction to the rest of the record. I think it was beautiful. It was a totally different vibe for me. It had the tribalness. I got to learn a lot about that culture, which was really cool. And then the dance was beautiful. It was the first time that I had ever did a choreographed piece to a full song in my life. And I hope I did a good job, but it was fun. And that was a workout, which, like I said before, is not my thing. Forget Forever is the next one. I kind of answered that question earlier. That is like my anthem. It's a beautiful love anthem. It's just about forgetting all of the troubles and just forgetting the past and just enjoying everything else. That's my anthem for sure. And I hope you guys like it. Who is your first music inspiration? It would be the one and only Miss Britney Spears. A little bit of backstory about Rock Mafia, if you don't know them. They did my first platinum single ever, which is Naturally, and I was 16. What is your favorite song at the moment? Oh, goodness. I want to say it, but I'll say Blurred Lines by Robin Thicke featuring Pharrell. I'm going to talk about the rest of the album, so I want to tell you about a couple of the other songs on the record.